I've seen this picture before. That's your mom? No. That's my grandma. This is outside the home center. She used to be at 40 years old. What would you say to me? This was my grandma next to me. Like, friends. Her mom is my grandmother's best friend. Her mom is actually still living. She's 90. I think that's when I told you about we had a stroke a few months ago. But she died. She died of cancer. Yeah. Her older baby. Her daughter. You said they're all deceased except for Luke. That's the same Joseph Baptist Church member. Yes. All right, come on, let's get started. I had a lot to say. Well, I think that you're going to talk a lot on this video because let me tell you something. Y'all know when it's Friday, I play my games, I like to take my shower, have my drink, go out, have my drinks there, eat, drink again, and come home. But tonight is one of the nights where I was recording, and I was hoping that let's just record on Monday. I told you I was going to record today. I know, but I was just hoping you were going to say, Kevin, when you text me, I was like, let's get it out the way. Let's go. So we're here. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Sorry we are late. Please start off by clicking that thumbs up button. Shout out to everybody that watched Tuesday's video because it almost hit 3,000 likes. So, I mean, you're on your phone, you're at your computer, you're on your Xbox or your PlayStation. Yes, it's not that hard. It's not that hard, okay? If there's 20,000 people, there should be 20,000 people. We should have 3,000 likes. We should have 20,000 likes. Yes, and 20,000 comments. But, I know how some of y'all like to do. Some of y'all watch us from the sleep, some just like to watch. It's all right. But shout out to y'all. And make sure y'all use that hashtag, The Scorpion Show, so I can shout y'all out on the next video. Shout out to those that are using it on Twitter and Instagram and showing us that they're actually watching the videos. And everyone loved Tuesday's video. Which one? They were all going off about that quote, how can you shave me when I'm standing in my light? Oh, yeah. That was the Oscars video. Yes, but you can't, though. You can't. And, just shout out to everybody that watched that video. And, yes, we are working on new shirts so you guys can support us and, get those new shirts. I'll let y'all know about those details soon. And also, if you're in the New York area, that means you're from Philly, Delaware, New York, Connecticut. I don't care. As long as you can get to New York, we're planning something very big. We will give y'all more details very soon. But save your coins because we would love for you guys to come and more information is to follow. And also on our next video, we will give you guys more information about the Blackout, which is the YouTubers meet and greet in Atlanta. That's going to be held on September 5th, 2015. Also, make sure y'all save your coins for that. I will tell you the first thing to do is if you plan on attending the event and you have to fly, I would say wait till your plane ticket goes on sale and purchase it. I would say go through Southwest because Southwest is the cheapest and also Southwest bags fly free. Some of y'all girls, y'all like to wear all these different clothes, bring everything. You can bring 2 bags and guess what? It's free. You better promote the hell out of it. Yes. How you doing? Give me a check. No, they can be a sponsor for it. Hey! And they can fly our guests, the celebrity guests, to the event. How you doing? Yes, Southwest. Somebody send this to Southwest. Right now. Just tag them and tell them what part to watch. It's in the beginning, so they ain't got to watch that part. Let me tell y'all, it's just gonna be a crazy couple months. I mean, it's February, you got March, April, May, June, the first event. Then you got July, then you got August. Oh my God, then you got September. Oh my God. So this summer's gonna kick my ass. And then you got your church events that you got going on. So I know they yes. I know they driving people crazy. Everyone's go. Let me stop! Oh my God! Did you click that like button yet? I know they already asking you questions because don't get nervous. And if you don't have your money in when it's for church, if you don't have your money in by the end of May, you won't be attending this trip. So I mean, if you already paid your dues and you still can't pay to go, you will not be refunded. Okay? There are no refunds involved. Just because I'm not refunds on the trip I get. How you doing? I'm not giving no money back because I'm not going through that hassle of doing all that. Everybody knows the deposits are non-refundable unless otherwise said so. So even if they cancel by a certain time, they can get their money back. Well,
Well, if a flyer says no refunds, then you should know no refunds. So before you hand that money over, you better think nice and hard.
Just consider it a donation to St. Joseph Baptist Church.
So let's get into the show.
So yeah. So what you want to start with? Because I mean, it's a lot.
I want to start with. I went to Luke James's concert last night here in Philadelphia, and it starred Luke James, BJ the Chicago Kid, Ro James, and George Tandy Jr. It's like a little tour that Luke James has been on, and I know he was already in New York. He's going to be in DC Howard Theater on February 28th, and the Loft in Atlanta on March the 2nd. So if you guys haven't gotten your tickets already, go get them because it's a really good show. Luke performed his ass off, and every time I think that Luke can't get any better when it comes to the vocals, he just surprises the hell. Well, no, not really surprised because I already know he can sing his ass off, but he just takes you there. Now, I'm going to start with the good. I'm not going to start with the bad. I'm going to leave the bad for last because I want y'all to hear the good. Luke James performed his backside off. He performed his ass off. And let me tell you something. The girls here in Philadelphia knew every single song and all of the words to every single song that he performed.
Girls.
The girls, and the girls.
Oh, okay.
All of them. All of them.
Okay, Luke.
The girls and the girls.
Okay.
They all knew the words to the songs. I was like, oh my God. First of all, while the show was going on, Luke's manager, Frank Gatson, we all know Frank, he was
What's up, girl? Let me get that for you. You comfortable?
Stop it out home.
Are you talking to your car again? Don't deny what we've got. The 2015 Honda CR-V, the SUV that treats you right.
Messaging me, and he was just like, asking me, is everybody enjoying themselves? And then he was telling me that over in the UK, they really, really love Duke over there, and they really know the words to all the songs. And I think he said something about them maybe suggesting songs, whatever the case may be. And I said, Frank, they're doing the same exact thing here. Like, they're yelling out songs, and as soon as Luke starts performing those songs, they're screaming out, he's singing all the words. You would have thought that Luke James had been out for like 15, 16 years the way these people were going off for him. And I felt so happy because it took me back to 2012 when I just told him what we were going to be. And it's all flowing for him. It really is. I would advise anyone who has not seen Luke James on tour to please purchase your tickets now to go see him. You can go to theofficiallukejames.com and purchase a ticket, or if you can't get the tickets on there, because I know when I kept going to the website, when I went to go purchase the tickets, it kept shooting me over to this particular app. And I don't know what that's about. And then a few people were telling me, like, it keeps sending us to this app. So I just went to the venue's website and purchased the tickets from there. Because his website was sending me somewhere else, and I didn't understand why it was doing it. And then where it was sending me didn't even have anything to do with purchasing tickets. I'm like, well, what the hell? So, yes, please, if you have not seen him, please make sure you guys go and see him. You will not be disappointed. Shout out to Luke. Let me tell you something. I know Luke James can sing the hell out of Stay With Me by Sam Smith, but last night he went the off with Stay With Me, okay? I mean, he just let y'all know, bitch, okay? This is my song.
This track is really
okay.
Me. So I want to say some stuff, but I'm gonna let you go.
Well, you can't say no stuff yet because I'm gonna let you finish. Okay. So now that was the good, the bad. Luke, I need you to listen to me right now, okay? Right now, you know I am not going to tell you no more. Okay? You've been on our show 4 times already? 3 times? Well, I just spoke it into existence. It will be a 4th time. You know I'm not going to tell you no more. You know I'm not going to tell you no more. But, sir, you have to find a way to cut down all these opening acts. You had 3 opening acts. 3 opening acts. You had 3 opening opening acts. The doors opened up at 8 o'clock. The first opening act didn't come on stage until 9 o'clock. He was on stage for about a good, I felt like an hour. Not only that, but what pissed me off is that he came on stage. I'm glad he did it, but he came on stage and let us all know that he had laryngitis and that his voice was not up to par, and sure enough, it was not up to par. You can tell that he can sing, but no. My thing is, if you are sick like that and you know that your vocals are not on point, especially when Mikhail and the rest of these other people paid their money, then you should have kept your ass backstage. You should have came on that stage. Because I don't want to hear nobody performing with laryngitis. That's one. Two, the second guy that came on, he was good. Do you remember the third? I don't remember. I know the first guy with laryngitis was George Tanner Jr. I do remember that. That's his first name.
No, who was BJ the Chicago Kid?
BJ the Chicago Kid was the guy who came on before Luke, which was the last opening act. Now, he was amazing. And I'm about to tell you something, Luke. You should have had him, and only him, as your opening act, because he was amazing. He was great. He had energy. He had vocals. He could sing. I mean, he was good. He was really, really good. Now, I understand, Luke, that because you said it in the show that you knew all the opening acts and you just wanted to have everybody on, and it's natural. Everybody always wants to put people on when they've gotten on. They want to put other people on, and I get it. But you have to know who to put on and when to put them on when you're dealing with people's money, like mine. I had to stand there from 8 p.m. to 12:30 midnight because there were no seats. So for
somebody getting fired. I mean, tired.
Let me tell you something. All of this was cramped. My feet was hurting. Not only that, it was people all around me.
Did you ever at least have a drink or two?
Let me tell you something, Kevin. I wanted a seat or two. Okay. It was so many people around me that's like they were just bending down. One girl sat down on the floor. She sat down. Wait, just let me finish real quick, okay? She sat down on the floor. This is my thing. Not only that, but every time the opening acts were finished, we had to watch them dismember the band, and then the other would come on and they put their stuff together. It was like, no. I would have been so happy if it was just BJ, the Chicago Kid, and then Luke James. But to have to sit through all that from 9, basically 9, but no, 8 o'clock because you had to come in at 8, then you stood for an hour to wait for the first act, and then you had to wait from 9 o'clock all the way until 11 o'clock when Luke came on, and then Luke didn't finish until 12:30 at night, and I'm like, and then I had to get up at 6:30 in the morning to go to work. Like, I was over it by the time he got on that stage. I'm like, oh my God, everything on me from the waist down hurts. Everything hurts, okay? Not that. Everything was hurting me, and I'm like, oh my God, he has to cut these opening acts. He has to, because it does. People, the stuff that people were saying in the audience, they may have been excited when you came out on the stage, but people were upset at the fact that they had to stand there that long. Like, you don't make people stand there that long when they come to pay to see you, and especially when people are not even familiar with the opening act. Like, I understand you're trying to put people on, but it's a time and a place for that, and you cannot have people standing there for 4 hours listening to people that they really don't, that they're not really familiar with. It's like, oh my God, when is he coming on? When is he coming on? But like I said, once he came on, it was amazing.
First of all, Luke, Frank should have had you backstage waiting before he came out when Shanice got tired.
Well, Frank wasn't there. Right? No, Frank wasn't there. Oh, because that's why I said we were messaging each other, but Frank wasn't there because he was asking how to
I'm about to say right here to buy a ticket.
No, I didn't mind buying the ticket. I wanted to support. Like, I didn't mind buying the ticket. First of all, I don't. First of all, every time Beyonce comes to town,
but see, you've been on our show 3 times. Beyonce has been on. But that's the case because we don't work.
Yeah, but I don't mind supporting.
The second thing, me and Fox had a conversation about the show because we did everything.
About what show? Lucha?
Yeah. Okay. And I was just like, who is that?
Right.
But he was telling me like, no, Kevin, you might not know who he is, but he did this, he did that, he worked with that, and I'm like, And like I didn't know who he is.
And Michelle was endorsing him too, because she and I was texting during the show too. And I told her, I said, Michelle, like, you know, and she was like, BJ Kid is really, really good. And he hadn't come on stage yet, I don't think. And then when he came out, I was like, oh my God, you're right. He really, really is good. Like, Michelle just loved Luke's show. Like, she just loves his show. I like the show too, but it was just some parts of the show that he could have eliminated. Like, there's no way you should have three opening
But
acts.
you know what? No, you can have three. Because remember, I think Brandy probably had two or three. But listen, don't have them on no stage for no hour. Okay?
Yeah, they all
people got work in. See, he ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. People got work in the morning. Okay.
Right.
So normally when you pay for a show,
Right.
it starts. You come in at 8.
Yeah.
Show starts by 9. Because first of all, when you get in the open act already on the stage.
Yeah.
And then you come on a good 9:15, and the girls are out there about 10:30, 11 o'clock. You don't do that. You don't do that to be bad and stand all day, and then there's no chairs, and then you still got to stand at the bar where there's still no chairs.
There's still no chair.
No.
Still no chair.
Can't nobody got
Everyone
time.
has a chair inside. Not a chair. Well, it's not for the
But
audience.
see,
The paid people.
if he was at, and he will get there, because that's the next step. Once he get to TLA, then you'll be able to sit down or have a seat, and it's still stay in the room. But all right, you gonna be upstairs.
But I just don't want ever anybody to do that, because I kept saying in my head, I've never been to a big artist show where you had to wait all them hours just for them to walk on stage. Every time when we went to Lady Gaga's show, Lady Gaga had that one opening act and she came on stage. Beyonce always has one opening act and she comes on stage. Like you said, I guess you can have 3 opening acts, but they should not be on stage.
They should be at least 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my God. And then the first guy, he was talking and he was explaining stuff, and I'm like, no. I'm not being rude or anything, but you have to start singing and get off the stage. You have to. Because this is a weekday, first of all, and people have to go to work. You cannot come on stage and explain to us that you have laryngitis and no, you can't do that. You cannot do that. And I don't know, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's the truth. Why is it the truth? Because I am a paying fan. And let me tell you something. From the stage looking out, everybody was having a good time. But when you're not on the stage and you're standing in the audience amongst the crowd, you hear what everybody is saying. You hear what they're saying. And they're very upset at the fact that they had to stand that many hours just to see you come on stage, and they had to sit through all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
how long was the breaks in between at the end of Western Radio stage?
The breaks in between it basically was, once they were finished performing, they left the stage, and then the people came and took all their stuff off and put it, and then it was the next person that came on. So who knows, Kevin? But you know, when you're standing there for that long, the breaks in between,
everybody don't need no live band. This is what you do. You hire a band to work with everybody that's going to be your open act. To be that easy instead of everybody having or what you can do is give them a goddamn microphone and let them sing to their stuff not to a backing track, but you know, have an instrumental, let them rap or do whatever, sing and do that.
But they all of them, they came on stage something live.
So everybody had a band though.
BJ the Kid had his own crew. The guy before BJ the Kid, he had his own crew, and then the first guy, he didn't have a crew because he had laryngitis.
But you know what, Luke James just starting out, so you know, don't get his ass that much.
No, but I'm just saying, you gotta have no tough love. Like, this is so that if he decides to go on tour again, this is what you don't do.
Well, have somebody warm up the crowd.
No, he had nobody warm up the crowd. The guy with laryngitis, I guess, warmed up the crowd. I couldn't understand that. Why is he on stage if he has laryngitis? Like, I understand his name on the bill, but I mean, come on, somebody should have said, all right, you can't.
Everybody did cheer for him and stuff.
I mean, Kevin, it was just like, people were just like, okay, okay, let me say something. The drinks were on because people were drunk. 3 opening acts made just wait. First of all, like you said, if you don't have 3 opening acts, they cannot be on stage for an hour. Luke James came on at 11 o'clock. So that means that the first guy must have been a half an hour or so. One of them was a half an hour. But from 9 to 11 and you have 3 acts, that's too much. That's just way too much. There's way too much people on stage. Too many people on stage.
But listen,
too many people on stage. I was so over it.
Well, while you were being over it, I was over here. Because you tried my boy. So after that, and we're still staying on saying, so Luke, I hope you don't change the game.
What did I say?
You tried. Sam Smith. But
What I said?
You was making it. Listen, Luke James can sing better than Sam Smith. We all know that.
Wait. We're going to have to go to the post.
Go to the post.
My fault, my boy. You took it as shade, but I didn't take it as shade. This is what I said about Sam Smith.
We're reading.
And we find it now.
You get 85 votes for that.
You know, right. Hold on now. Because I didn't purposely try him. Like, I didn't take it as shade. Maybe you took it as shade. Oh, here it is. I actually gave Sam Smith credit in this post. I said Sam Smith is an amazing singer with really, really good songs under his belt. But there's nothing Sam Smith can do that Luke James can't, plus more. That wasn't shade towards Sam. That was just saying there's nothing he can't do plus more. That's just like if somebody says there's nothing Beyonce can do that Christina Aguilera can't do plus more. Because people already think that she's a better singer. I'm talking singer-wise.
Okay.
So then that's all I was saying as far as Luke James is concerned. There was no shade towards Sam Smith.
Sam Smith is an amazing singer with really, really good songs under himself. But there's nothing
that he can do.
Sam can do that Luke James can't do.
Right.
That is a backhanded compliment.
No,
That's like saying, oh my God, your dress is so cute, but it's not better than Beyonce's.
No,
that's a backhanded compliment.
That wasn't a backhanded compliment.
I did not.
It was no shade. It was no shade towards Sam Smith. What I was saying is Sam Smith is great, but what he does, first of all, we already had this conversation about white artists taking stuff from black artists, and then black artists. Wait, I'm not finished.
I was talking first.
You weren't talking.
Let me finish. I let you talk for good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Please go. Please.
Don't do it. Because, first of all,
because it was no shade towards Sam.
That was a backhanded compliment. Even though it wasn't shade, that's a backhand compliment. Your dress is cute. But my dress is so special. But you know what? Even when it comes to a white man singing soul music and a black man singing soul music, you know what? You need to blame that on the team and whoever is behind that person. Because Sam Smith ain't nobody. Sam Smith's not on no big record label. He is not on no big record label. And he is out there doing a motherfucking thing. He came out, I kept seeing his name on Instagram. Sam Smith. And he was up there with Lana Del Rey. They albums came out on the same day. Okay, Lana Del Rey is way more popular than him. But everybody was talking about Sam Smith. So I said, I'm going to buy both of their albums. I bought Lana's, I listened to some of her shit. I bought Sam's, I listened to his whole album. And I never turned his album off. I kept listening to it. And all because of Twitter. Twitter is a powerful tool. Twitter, all the social media is powerful once you get people to recognize your stuff. Then Stay With Me was on the radio all the time. And I kept thinking, Stay With Me. I kept hearing it. So I fell in love with the song. And I fell in love with the album. I'm like, oh my God, this album is just so great. It is so good and everything. And that's why I just became like a big fan of his. And like, after listening to this album like 2 times, I went to Twitter and said, oh, he's going to be nominated for Album of the Year. He's going to win a lot of Grammys next year. Like, that's just how I felt after listening to his music. And I said, I just knew. Because he had it. He has it. Luke James have it too. But you know what? His team has to get his name on more tongues out there. And to just act like, Luke James is better. Okay, you can be a better singer than someone. But that doesn't mean that the quality of your music is better. Because I have Luke James album. Listen, I know you didn't say it. I know you didn't say it. But what I'm saying is,
I don't even know
what you saying is, he can sing better? Yes. Okay, so what? Just because you can sing better.
I didn't say that either. I said, but there's nothing that Sam Smith can do that Luke James can't.
Well, they both sing.
Right, but I don't think he sings better.
But that's what they both do. They sing.
I don't even understand why you're
both sing.
They both sing. First of all, Gary, I don't understand that. Everything you just said, I agree with you 110 times plus. That's why I'm not understanding why you thought I was throwing shade.
Because it was.
I agree with you. Sam Smith deserved every Grammy that he won. He deserved every Grammy that he won. Everybody knows that Sam Smith is talented. Everybody knows that. What I'm saying is Luke James is just as talented. And if you look at the post, I didn't say anything about being white, being black, or anything. All I said was I'm going to leave that alone. Pay attention.
Now,
it does not. Listen. That's what I said.
No,
What do you mean
what
now?
you said 10 minutes ago, you said something about him being.
No, what I said
Well,
to
we
you,
all know that.
listen,
We all know that.
exactly, because we had a conversation about it a few videos ago. That was the point that I was trying to make right there. But what I'm saying is, this post can be directed towards Luke James. It can be directed towards his management. It can be directed to a whole bunch of people. Luke James' manager follows me on Instagram, for God's sakes. So he saw this post. Everybody, it can be directed to anybody. It wasn't shade towards Sam Smith. When I wrote this post, I wasn't throwing shade. You took it as shade, but that's not where I was coming from in my heart. Why would I come from being shady towards Sam Smith when I just praised him the other night at the Grammys? Nobody said that he didn't deserve anything that he won. I never said that.
You accepted that was a backhanded compliment.
It wasn't. You took it as that. I didn't write it as that. Just like if somebody said something about you and they didn't mean it in a negative way, but you took it, I can't turn around and say, oh, well, because you took it in a negative way, then yes, I was being negative. No, because I wasn't being negative. You took it as it being negative. Nothing that and then on top of that,
why you just didn't say? Why you just couldn't put it?
Because
Luke James is a bad singer. There's nothing that nobody can do better.
I couldn't put that in there because that's not where I was coming from. I put what I put because that's what I meant and that's what I said. Like Nene said, I said what I said. I'm not going to put what you wanted,
but it's a backhanded compliment.
No, you took it as that.
Because you could have used anybody else.
You took it as that.
If you could have used anybody else, but you
can't use anybody else because when you stop and think about it, Luke James is black. Sam Smith is white. When you stop and think about it and you listen to the two of them, they're the only two people, white or black, that can really be compared to one another. John Legend can't be.
You know what? When I think of Sam Smith, I've never ever thought of Luke James. But never. If anybody I thought of Sam Smith too, is Adele. And that's it. I ain't never think
I was getting ready to go to
Luke James.
I was getting ready to say something too about that too. But that's also just like because somebody, Michelle's friend, Mr. Temujin Scott, he left a comment on my post and he said, you know what, this post also reminds me just like you have Adele and, because he's a big fan of Jill Scott, and he was like, it's the same as Adele and Jill Scott. They both make the same type of quality music, but somehow Adele is much bigger than Jill Scott. He was like, Jill Scott, she's been out for so many years. I said, and yes, and mind you, if you read the comments, we both were praising Adele. We didn't say anything negative about Adele or Sam Smith.
All right, but can I say something?
Where did you get that?
You know what? Can I say something? Something that I love about Sam Smith and something that I love about Adele is even though y'all might put, they're soul singers and they're inspired by soul singers and everything. You know what they don't do? They don't put their names in R&B categories. They put themselves in pop because they on popular channels, so they put themselves in the popular category. So you still can't compare a white singer that sings soul music to a black singer that sings R&B music. You can't do it. So but are they? Listen, that's the thing. Are they going into those categories?
No. Are they going? Listen, we're not talking about. Hold on. Listen, we're not talking about.
Are they going in those categories though? Are they not? Are they trying to snatch up R&B Grammys and stuff?
Listen. You talking about awards? We were having a conversation about talent and about their vocals. We weren't talking about awards. You're talking about the Grammys. Adele and Jill Scott together. Adele could be put in R&B. I mean, they both are vocally great. We're not talking about R&B and pop. I don't even know why you keep thinking that that's where I was going with this.
But here we go. Here we go with Jill Scott and Adele. Okay.
But nobody said anything about Adele.
The only thing difference is the color of their skin. And you know what?
That is the only thing.
That's the only thing.
And that was the point that I made in the post, and that was the point that Temujin Scott made. The only difference between Adele and Jill Scott is their skin. But other than that, they are both equally talented. Can I read this comment? Because
you can read it.
I'm just trying to understand.
Backhanded.
No, it's not. You're not listening because you got.
I am listening.
It's like your mind made up.
It's backhanded.
No, it's not. To you. Thank you. To you.
But y'all let me know. Y'all let us know.
It's nothing to let know because I didn't come from that place when I wrote that.
That's why it's still backhanded. You can be like, it's just like saying, I love Queen Latifah's show. And it's entertaining and everything. But her show ain't got nothing on Ellen. It's the same thing.
But I didn't say that.
But it's the same thing.
I didn't even say that.
It's the same same thing.
I didn't say that.
It's just like, okay, now I'm saying, I love Queen Latifah's show. She's very entertaining, but it has nothing on Ellen's show.
That's just like, but to be honest with you, if you stop to think about it, that's just like other YouTube shows.
Yeah,
This is another YouTube show, but it's
the same
nothing.
thing.
But it's not a backhanded slap towards them. There's other YouTube shows that are doing this and doing that, but there's nothing that they're doing that the Scorpion Show can't do or can do.
I love me some Rihanna, but she ain't got nothing on Beyonce.
But nobody said that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it as the same thing. Because
What did I miss?
you know, I missed something. Why you? Because you're putting somebody's name in it and you backhanded them.
No, you took it as a backhanded slap. I didn't say that. I don't even know how many times I can say it out of my mouth that it was not intentional shade towards Sam Smith. You took it as intentional shade to Sam Smith, and then you want me to say because you.
Well, you're never going to say it.
It's not true. That's what I'm never going to say. It's not true. If I felt that way, then I would say yes. Sam Smith ain't as good as Luke James. But that's not how I feel in my heart. So I don't know why you want me to say something that's not how I feel.
So, Saldana, you're very pretty. But you ain't got nothing on Halle Berry. It's the same thing. It's the same
Nobody said that.
It's the same thing. It's the same. Don't get me wrong, so you're very pretty, but you don't have nothing on Halle Berry.
But nobody said that.
Listen, just think about it. Think about
I
you
thought
saying
about what
Sam
you just
Smith.
said.
Think about you saying this to Sam Smith. Sam Smith, you are everything.
I wouldn't say it to listen. I wouldn't say
But you don't have nothing on Luke James.
But the post wasn't towards Sam Smith. That's why I wouldn't say it towards him. It was towards Luke James. Basically, what the post is saying is, you are just as good as Sam Smith. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be at the same level as Sam Smith. Luke James could be nominated for way more than just 2 Grammys. He could be all over the charts right now. It does not have anything to do with who's better than who. They both are equally talented.
Okay, well, this is how I could have worded it. Luke James is a badass singer and a badass performer, and I don't understand why he is not on the same level with Sam Smith. Now, that's how you say it without hurting anybody or making anybody think it's a backhanded compliment.
Well, what anybody thinks about, I have no control over what anybody thinks about what just like if somebody says something about me, what they say about me don't affect me. So how you felt about what I said, that don't
everybody would think was on the face.
And you know what's so funny? Because out of all the 96 comments, nobody in the 96 comments thought that I was throwing shade at them.
Because I'm smart and I know what's going on.
Nobody said you were dumb. Nobody said you were dumb.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Everybody.
Well, you know what? You know what I want to pay attention? I want Luke James management to pay attention.
Pay attention.
If y'all want Sam Smith results, then goddamn it, y'all need to do Sam Smith shit, okay? Y'all need to get everybody talking about Luke James. Get Luke James videos playing on Vivo and all that shit. Get people talking about him on Twitter and Instagram. I know it's hard that 106 Park is not on TV anymore, but you gotta do much better than what y'all doing, okay? Like, shit! Beyonce done put him on 2 tours. Beyonce posts pictures all the time. Now, I'm not saying Beyonce has to do it, but why can't Beyonce endorse him on her Instagram? Oh my God, she got like 27 million followers. Do you know what that would do to Luke James if she just say, hey, Luke James, he's been on my tour, go support his album. His subtitle debut album, Luke James. Now again, Beyonce don't have to do it, but fuck that. Frank done got Beyonce together on her tours all the time. He done got her in TikTok condition, maintain all that for her, and you can't do me that one favor? That one favor. One favor. Beyonce posts one picture of anybody, bitch, they favorites. Okay? Everybody that goes to that show, you know, you hear Beyonce thank the dancers, everybody else, you never hear her say, thank you, Luke James, for opening my show. And I didn't hear it when I was there. So if she said it, I apologize. But anyway, people look at you as an opening act, but they really don't pay no attention because we're out there buying popcorn, we're buying drinks, we're talking to our girlfriends, we're on Twitter. Hey, I'm over in section 117, come say hey. But Luke James is on stage fucking killing it, though. So, I mean, I'm just saying, if I done opened 2 Beyonce tours and my self-titled debut album out, I seen Michelle post something, you know, Beyonce could do the same thing, like support my opening act. And I don't care that she didn't do it for any other opening act, but so what? Frank is important to you because Frank got you together. So you could be endorsing that self-titled album by Luke James. He was nominated for a Grammy. Damn, do anybody know that? Or do anybody care? So, Luke James is a badass fucking performer. When Brandy was here in Philly 2 years ago, bitch, Luke James had his own microphone. Came on that stage and fucking, I said, bitch, you try to upstage Brandy. He said, no. That's just what I do. Same thing Pay LaBelle said. You give me the opportunity and microphone, that's what I'm going to do. We all know what talent he has. But if he wants to be in that Sam Smith level, he needs Sam Smith management. And that's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm going to say about it. So, and I'm going to say something to Stacey Dash. Like, bitch, I'm just tired of you.
But can I just say something real quick? Can I say something?
I'm not. Go ahead.
I agree with you.
Come on. Yep. Beyonce could have did it, but she didn't.
I don't understand why you. I don't know. Just go ahead. What does Stacey Dash do? Because I don't even know.
Listen, she cursed out Patricia Arquette. Why didn't Kennedy sign an act for equal pay act? Why didn't you just tell Obama to endorse what he put out as a law and everybody can get equal pay? I'm just so tired of, you know what? I think Stacey Dash wish she was born a white woman. Because everything that she is saying is just against us. It's just against us. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can get raped. Like, you're saying all the stuff that the conservatives want you to say because they can't say it. But you're saying it because you're black. And we won't look at you funny. Maybe if Joan Rivers was still here, or if you said patchouli oil and smell like weed, you could have got away with it. Oh, because Juliana said it. Oh, you can't say that about her. But anyway, we're gonna get on her in a second. But you know what, Stacey Dash, like, I just really wish that you could just, if you want to be conservative, that's fine. Be conservative. But let your views speak from really your point of view and not from Fox News. Because that's where I think it's coming from. And you're being paid to be their scapegoat. You can get away with a lot more than what they do. Yes. She's a contributor, right? A regular contributor to Fox News. And I feel like I need more. I thought you talked more than me, but I think I talk more than you. And I'm ready to hit these clubs. I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to get out this house. But yeah, like,
I wonder if we'd be able to bring Bernadette Nelson to you.
She's gonna have to be a good, talented stand-in. Bernadette, you a badass stand-in, but you ain't got nothing on Amber. Amber can talk.
Yeah, she can. And be cracked out without even being on yet.
I went to go see Amber yesterday. So Juliana Rancic. Is it that? Yeah, Juliana Rancic. See, I remember when she was Juliana the Panty. Do anybody remember that? Yeah.
She got that all the time.
So yeah. So, that's different too.
She will wait on her.
Yeah, Nina was reading her. That apple-headed bitch, that skinny bitch. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I never really looked at Juliana. Like, you know why? Because I just always felt sorry for her once I found out about her breast cancer. And she had to get mastectomy and everything. She's alright. I don't watch Fashion Police like that. I was only watching Fashion Police when Joan said something controversial and everybody was talking about. Joan always said something controversial and she never apologized for it because that's Joan from the Breakfast. So anyway, Juliana, first of all, I watched the show because I wanted to get to the point where it was like the 30-minute mark. And you can't fast forward once they play the whole hour. Now it's 45 minutes. So anyway, I watched it. And, it was a good show. It was very entertaining. They were always saying their stuff, And, Kathy wasn't even that mean, but it's still everything that was going on, it was entertaining to me. So they get to the point where, what's her name? Oh my God, what's it? Zendaya. Zendaya Coleman, she was on the red carpet. I think she looked cute. She had the full locks in her hair and everything.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah, very pretty. I don't think a lot of people know that she has her father's African American.
I didn't even know who she was.
Yeah.
When I saw her on the red carpet, I didn't know. When I saw pictures, all I said was, she's a very pretty girl. I didn't know who she was and why she was there. I just didn't.
Listen, I forgot what she played on, but I know she.
They said she was in Disney.
She's Disney Channel. was thinking Wizard, so wait, name, that's
Who cares?
Selena Gomez. She right on the damn Disney show. Zendaya, oh my God! She was on one of my shows. I can't remember the fuck. Y'all let Shake It Up. Zendaya, that's her, I think. Yeah, I like Shake It Up. I think it's canceled now, but hey. Uptown funk you up, set uptown funk you up. That's my motherfucking song too. But anyway, I know she don't sing that. But anyway, shout out to Bruno Mars and shout out to Kanye West. But
You have a bug flying.
That's not a bug. That's don't.
Well, you should take it off.
No, don't believe me. Just why. Anyway. Bitch. What?
I'm just trying to.
Anyway, so Zendaya, anyway. So she wrote this long ass letter. Zendaya. And then ended it, but I am not my hair.
But wait a minute. You didn't even say what Juliana said.
Oh, I said it 10 minutes ago.
But say it again, because you said it 10 minutes ago in another topic. You didn't say it in this.
Alright, but yeah, so anyway, Juliana the Francis said, because that's what I really remember her as.
Just say Juliana.
So anyway, Juliana said, she has patchouli oil in her hair, and she looked like she smelled of weed because of the faux locks that Zendaya was wearing. But, you know, a lot of people was like, well, why you didn't say that about Kylie? When Kylie had the faux lock, Kylie Jenner, when she had the faux lock, but one of the damn Jenners.
Was it locks or braids that Kylie had?
Faux locks, whatever. I seen the picture, it looked real nappy to me. But it was like, you called it edgy. So I would say, oh, she looked like she smelled like patchouli oil and weed.
Because Zendaya's was really nice.
Very nice. If they didn't know no better, I would have that was her hair.
Right.
And what do I know about weeds and locks? Right. So anyway, Zendaya she read her 40 Days, 50 Nights.
In a professional way.
Yes, and then Juliana apologized on Twitter, and then when she got on E! News, because Juliana also was that show, and she apologized for what she said. And, you know, I'm not going to hold it against her. I do think that, you know, race played a part. Because if you want to say a white person is edgy with locks and that shit didn't even look right, versus the person whose locks was professionally done and looked great, something ain't right.
And I don't see how she thought she looked like she smelled like weed because it's daily.
Because, you know, Jamaicans are known for smoking weed and everything.
Yeah, but you know what? I would have been like, okay, if Zendaya walked on that red carpet all grungy looking and raggedy looking and a mess and her hair was nappy, I would have thought, okay, maybe she smoked weed or whatever the case may be. Even though you can't judge a book by its cover. Yeah. But Zendaya walked on that red carpet with a beautiful gown on. Her skin was beautiful, makeup was done, her hair was neatly done.
She looked very
nothing about that looked like she smelled like. I was trying to figure out where that came from.
Because that's the stereotype
for blacks.
Blacks with that stereotype for blacks. Yeah.
They look like they smell like weed, but not.
Well, that's a stereotype. Because you know Jamaicans love weed. Right. Stereotype. I don't know what Jamaicans love to do. I've never been to Jamaica, so I don't know. All I know is what I see on TV. And everybody want to legalize marijuana. It's not just Jamaicans, Americans too.
Me personally, I mean, you may be right. Race probably definitely played a role in it. I don't think Juliana for a second is racist, not at all. I love Juliana. I really do like her. She's a beautiful woman. She, you know, I've known her, like Kevin said, ever since she was Juliana Depending on E! News. I used to watch E! News with her. Whatever the case may be. I just think it was a poor, like it just was
not poor taste and judgment.
Yeah, poor taste and judgment, especially when you got this young girl on this carpet who she looked beautiful. So I'm thinking like, why would you say that negative thing about her when she looked so beautiful? Like it didn't make sense of the comments she made. And then if you look at the picture of the girl, you're like, how did you think that she looks like how did you get that from her?
First of all, if you didn't know her father was black, you didn't even know she was black. That's what I get from her. I thought she was Puerto Rican.
Well, I thought she was a beautiful. You know who I actually thought she was for a split second? Lisa Bonet's daughter.
So
I thought that's what that was. Because her and Zoe Kravitz are the same skin tone and they're both beautiful. Like I didn't think.
Listen, history. Wait, sorry. First law in history, when we talk about Zoe Saldana and Zoe Kravitz in the same damn video, same name. Anyway, go back. So yeah, I thought she was Puerto Rican because black girl, you know, name's Zendaya.
There's a lot of black girls with different types of names.
No, like Beyonce.
Yeah. Or not even Beyonce. I heard of a show that I've never seen before, but everybody seems to know about it. What is it, Little Einsteins on Nickelodeon? They said they had the kids on that show. Everybody is telling me that show is a really, well, yeah, well, I don't have kids to watch it, but a lot of people who have, but I haven't said anything for me to try it.
I don't know no kids.
Who don't know what?
You better not be bringing no kids up. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I didn't say I don't know anything. I said I don't have any kids to know anything about the show. But what I was saying was, everybody, it seems like the show Little Einsteins is a very popular show. So therefore, a lot of people I had posted this video on Instagram, and a lot of people were saying that they felt that the show was a really good positive show because it showcases a lot of minority children with different types of names. So when you said what black person has Zendaya, or whatever, I can't think of whatever. What is her name? Zendaya. There's a lot of different. That could have been an African name, like Zendaya doesn't necessarily have to be a Puerto Rican name. It could have been.
I'm not talking about her name itself. When I seen her on Shake It Up,
you said
I thought she was Puerto Rican because I know what she looked like. I seen her on the Disney Channel. Shake It Up. She was definitely darker than what she appears like on the Oscars and stuff now.
Makeup.
Yeah. I don't work for those networks. I just go by what I see. But that's why I thought that. I wouldn't thought that she was just.
Well, see, I never watched the show that she was on. I only just saw her on the Oscars. So when I saw her on the Oscars, I thought she was a young black girl. I didn't know. Well, I don't know what she is. But besides the point, yeah, it's okay. I think what Juliana said was
okay. It was wrong. Yep.
And
I'm glad she apologized. I'm like, fucking, I'm not apologizing. Girl, just apologize. You
know why? And
you haven't earned your strike check.
But you know what, too? A lot of people were saying that about her not being Joan Rivers. But to be honest with you, Juliana Rancic, I don't think she wants to be Joan Rivers, or she doesn't have it in her to be that Joan Rivers type. That's why I believe she apologized so quickly. Not because somebody told her she should apologize, but because she knows in her heart that's not the type of person she is. So therefore, I guess when she started to get that feedback from it, she probably said, "Oh my God, let me apologize." Even though she probably knew that she was being stupid and joking when she said it, but it came off the wrong way. I honestly don't believe that Juliana has it in her heart to say something like that, because she's never said anything stupid like that before. Of course, there's always one time somebody slip up, but I just don't see her doing that. And I'm glad she apologized, because it's like, okay, she apologized. Zendaya got her together, but not just her. Zendaya got a lot of people who probably had those same thoughts that Juliana had. She got them together too.
And you know what? And speaking of people saying dumb stuff, it was this anchor from Fox News in Cleveland, Ohio, just to put the whole state in. She says on the news, "Oh, here we gotta pause for the calls." Sorry about that, yo. We had to make some plans and everything. So, yeah, Juliana, you was wrong, but I'm glad you apologized, and I'm glad that a lot of people accept your apology. Even if they don't, bitch, you apologize to Zendaya, and that's all that matters. So, yeah. But Kelly Osbourne, though, you try to make it about you. Oh, I'm going to lead the fashion police. Y'all got 24 hours to respond. Like, who are you? This is about Juliana and Zendaya.
Was she joking when she said it?
No, she was for real. She went on Twitter, and her English was so terrible. Oh, no, spell it.
What did she? Why she said she was leaving?
She was mad about what happened, and
she was mad at Juliana, or the response?
She was mad at the response from people like writing her, and she's like, E-News got 24 hours to get it right, and
to get it right, that the people were attacking her as well.
But she didn't say anything, so she shouldn't have responded to nobody. Like, who are you? If you don't want to do fashion police no more, say you don't want to do fashion police no more.
Right.
Don't be writing don't be mad on Twitter and still writing in English wrong. Like spelling letters wrong. Like that's what irked the shit out of me. Like, you lucky you don't get fired for not spelling on Twitter right. Or at least have somebody spell it for you if you can't spell right. It was just terrible. I was over it. But yeah, it's not about you. It's about Juliana and Zendaya. And I'm glad they are over it. So Kid Rock, oh my God, I really need to get out the house. Yesterday, Kid Rock hosted. He said he did an interview with somebody. I don't know who he did it with. I don't care. I seen it on the Shade Room. So I I snapshotted it, put it on my Instagram. And when he said, I said, how dare him? No, Beyonce doesn't have a Purple Rain album. But you talking about he want to compare? Oh, but she doesn't have 2 hits like he got. But I said, bitch, she got Crazy in Love and she has Single Ladies. Okay, to me, yes, it don't matter. You know what? Beyonce got a lot of hit songs, but to me, Crazy in Love was her first number 1, and Single Ladies was her last number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and they were number 1 for a long time. Now, if you ask me, that's classic. But Kid Rock, like, bitch, who you know outside of the white community that's buying your album? So before you talk about anybody having a Purple Rain or having I wanna rock and roll and I wanna whatever. When have your songs sit outside the fucking white community? Because the only reason why I know about your songs is because, first of all, one of them, Rollin', was on wrestling. Okay, and I hear the other one like on American Idol. And I don't know none of your albums. Wrestling. And that was because it was the Undertaker theme song. Rollin'. And I know the Sheryl Crow song, okay? Q1 too. But come on now, outside of that, I don't know none of your albums. So don't act like Beyonce is not no popular star. Like, McCallum had to say nothing. Because y'all already going to say, he's going to defend it to the end of time. And I will too. Well, when it comes to certain shit. Right. So, like, don't discredit nobody when you don't have a Purple Rain, bitch. Where's your Purple Rain?
What I was going to say was, when I read the stuff that he was saying, some of the stuff that he was saying was like a personal opinion on how he felt about her. Which I said to myself, well, if that's how he feels about her, that's perfectly fine. But when it got to the part about the timeless and the music and stuff, I honestly said to myself, well, I can't even name not one Kid Rock song. You can, but I can't. And secondly, how dare he say she don't have a timeless song? When first of all, Crazy in Love is one of those songs that it don't matter if you perform it 2003 or 2023, people still won't get up and start doing it.
Excuse me.
Single Ladies was a hit first of all, for the latter half of 2008 until 2009. Well, yeah, 2000. Everybody was going.
Everybody, even us, we had a Single Ladies video. Why don't y'all look for that and tweet me when you find it?
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot. So many people recreated the Single Ladies video that Beyonce had to take the clips and put it on her tour. Like Kid Rock, I don't remember nobody ever. You know what I mean? So yes, half of the interview was your personal opinion about Beyonce, and that's perfectly fine. You are right to your opinion when you said she.
Wait a minute. I don't even think Rollin' was a Kid Rock song.
Who gives a damn?
Could have been this.
I don't care. I don't care. What was I saying?
That was like this. But anyway, Single Ladies was a phenomenon.
Yeah, it was a
Crazy in Love. I told you I ain't got to talk. Crazy in Love is such a phenomenon, bitch. It's on the 2015 soundtrack of 50 Shades of Grey.
And it's redone.
Girl, and it's new.
And that song was over 10 years.
Now, did that to the left, did to the right. Now, who mad? So, bitch, no, his song, he had a song with Sheryl Crow.
Isn't that him with Jay-Z, 99 Problems? But that's Jay-Z's song.
Yeah, but he's still not relevant in the black community. Beyonce goes to the black community, Latino community, white community, Asian community, worldwide, bitch. Who in the black community checking for you to ever ask for a Purple Rain album? Who are you to ask for Purple Rain?
How dare you even mention that?
Okay.
That was so silly when I read that.
Where's your Thrill album? That's what I want to know. Where did you sell 30 million albums? Don't come from people. See, I come from Beyonce when I think it's appropriate. Back in the day, I was very immature. Okay? I was very mature. I was talking shit just to talk shit. But now, when I look at it, she is a badass bitch of her generation. Like, can't nobody tell me different. I've seen all the acts, and I've seen it. I can't backhand nobody, okay? You're just not up to par to where she is. Because Matthew Knowles been working with her since she was 7. Probably younger than that. Okay? So she is a machine. that works for a machine, and she's fucking Beyonce. So everything gotta be perfect. You won't work 16-hour days. Just get used to it. Okay? You gotta work twice as hard when your color is this.
Just true.
Because Madonna fell on stage and it was only talked about for 8 hours. Beyonce fell on that stage in 2006 in Miami, and it was talked about forever. And it's still talked about right now. So, come on. You're right. I'm just saying, like, Beyonce is really. Don't go there.
That goes back to.
She's just a bad bitch, and that's it. She's just bad. She's just bad. And a lot of people, like I told y'all, when you're on ascend, people will try to make you descend. And what I love about her is that she'll respond to y'all, but not to no. She'll respond to y'all on video after you bought it or something. Right?
But wait, what was the question that he did ask him about her?
I don't care. All I seen was the quote. All I seen was the quote. Like, why are you commenting on Beyonce anyway? Worry about who's in country rock. Do you think that is rock? Because he won Best Rock Album and he won Best Album of the Year, and I didn't even hear nothing of him. And when he performed on the Oscar at the house, when he performed the Grammys, that wasn't rock to me. So do you think that Beck deserved Best Rock Album? But anyway, Kid Rock, we're done with you. Like, it's the first time we ever talked about you, I think. You made it to the Scorpion show, okay? So we're talking about albums y'all never bought. I need y'all to buy my aunt's album, okay? Because her album is the motherfucking bomb. If you ask me, Journey to Freedom is an album that I think a lot of people slept on. But you know what? Now you know how great the Stellar Awards are. Now when you get nominated for 4 Stellar Awards, that's an accomplishment. 4. I think y'all really need to get into her album. And if you ask me, my favorite song on her whole album is Free. I like Sir called her. I can't wait to talk to her about her new album. Because to me, Free is one of those songs where like I was trying to piece together what was going on. But I realized what was going on in the song. She's talking about the journey of 3 different women, but she was saying that the story comes from the Bible and the story. You know, I'm from the Catholic Church. You know, I don't know all the Bible verses. I'm like, what story? Come on, tell me. So I love it. I love it.
Well, I thought the Catholic Church meant the same.
We're from the Bible, but it's not like, no. And when Catholic Church doesn't take your Bible and turn to, well, we do.
I never sat through a Catholic Church service.
It's not, we don't call it this mass.
Mass, I'm sorry.
It's mass. Yeah, because it's not, you're coming to get a Holy Ghost party, you're not getting that. You're going to church. And most likely, whatever verse he's reading from is already written in the church thing. So you can read along the church faith. It's not turn your Bibles, you know, it's not this chapter. Yeah, we don't do that. And but something that I love is the pastor's sermon. And when God did speak, he spoke. His name was Father Holiday. For me, I love this when I was loved when it came to church. Because I love when he was speaking. And I love he was like, you know, even someday I'm not gonna hold your ear this long and you know, put your Bibles over the TV. This video was terrible. But I just love church. This is when I was into it, but once I realized that there were different churches out there and people feeling different things, and I never felt that. I felt different, like, why my church people do that? I don't feel that when, you know, when I visit this person, oh, it's different. So, yeah. But anyway, y'all, like, there's a lot of bullshit that went on. I don't want to talk about how to get away with murder. Mikkel don't watch it, so it's no use. Empire, we'll talk about it next week. Because I want to rewatch it, because I missed the part when he said when a man loves another man. How did I miss that?
That part too.
I was so into the song. I was so into the song.
You didn't see it.
All I seen was him throwing the trash can. I said, why he do that? I think that they played the song too much, that I really didn't get a chance to get into the lyric, that he changed it. All I was looking at, oh my God, he's going solo. Like, yes. Perform, bitch. You better be Beyonce for sure. Which he's already is.
Oh, going solo because he was working with Hakeem, right?
I ain't never heard Kelly Michelle asking Beyonce for advice about their albums. But I'm just saying, you know, on the show we see that Hakeem keep going to Jamal for all this advice for his music, and every time they work together, they're just gonna get it right.
And they're not even the same type of artist.
No.
He's a rapper.
But Jamal, no, he's the Michael Jackson of the family. He really knows what he's doing.
And he sounds like himself.
Yes. When he was singing that little girl that lullaby, come on now. I don't remember what he was singing. Better say yes, Mike. Better sing. I'm not going there tonight. Got these numbers. I gotta protect them. Listen, let me tell you something. We went into this show with no direction, okay? We just did it. And when the Scorpion Show live come, oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Because
But it's going to be
us.
It's going to be crazy, but it's going to be on water.
Producing it, that's the thing. And it's gonna be crazy. And you know, I'm gonna just say something. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I've never said this to you. This is, you know, it's kind of emotional for me. This, for me, like, I am so happy that you're pushing me somewhere. It's not just you, it's us. But, you know, I had my vision, but I didn't know how to direct it. But you just hanging me, and I'm just so, like, you talk about, you know, this has been in my heart for so long. It's been there for me too, and I just never knew how to do it. But for you, just to say what we're doing, and we're doing this, and you just taking charge. Like, I am so happy. No, I'm not gonna cry. It just touched me. It's just touching me that yes.
And you know why?
It's touching me.
I started to do that because I was told recently that I have so many resources that I don't utilize as much as I should. And that really struck a nerve in me. And I said, wow, you are absolutely right. And the person who said that to me is very dear to me. And when they said that to me, I was just like, so then I woke up one day and I said, you know what? I don't know what Kevin said.
Oh, I'm not gonna say
no, not like that. I'm saying, I don't know what he says. I'm gonna make sure I drive this train through that brick wall so that the both of us can get.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because I need a boost myself, and
We've been on it.
And I'm like, okay, oh yeah, I see. I gotta get a second job because if you do, I do. But yeah, it's just.
But we've been on it.
Yeah,
We've been contacting the right people.
But you know what? We've been doing this for so long, and this is the 7th year. Richard gonna tell me, yeah, if y'all here for another year, I'm gonna be mad.
But that should be motivation.
Yeah,
That was motivation right there.
I know. But it's just like
I told this lady at my job the other day, 2 days ago. I told the secretary. She said, "I'm not even trying to be smart, Mikhail." And mind you, shout out to Bonnie if she's watching.
hey, did I meet Bonnie the other
No, you
day?
never met her. She's a secretary. That was a security guard. Bonnie said to me, "I don't know why you still work here." And she said, "I'm not saying it to be smart." She said, "But you are so much bigger than this job."
Let me tell you something.
And I said, "I'm the best friend."
Let me tell you something.
And she told me that to my face. She said, "You're so much bigger than the job. I don't know why you're still here." She said, "You have this vision and you know where to go." She said, "You just need to start moving." And I said, "Bonnie, you better fucking tell me. You better get me together standing right here at this desk."
And I'm gonna tell Bonnie this. You know what, Bonnie? It's not just Mikhail's vision. It's not just my vision. It was our vision that was planned for us long ago. It was planned for us, and I might get emotional because I can see why I still have those dreams. It was a plan for us to do this, okay? For me, it was a plan for us to go beyond YouTube. This was only supposed to be, once you signed with us, bam, it was going to be this, and that, this, and this. And a year, we're gonna make this work. Okay, 1 year go by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by. What's going on with y'all? Like, what is really going on? For me, to fight with Mikhail, to be like, you know, no, Mikhail, no, just come on. It's gonna work. It's gonna be fine. Just come on. It's gonna work. Listen, if they not doing this, I'm not doing this. And I'm like, no, come on. Like, y'all don't understand the struggle that we went through. And then there were struggles when we would fight over what was going on. Y'all don't know, and I'm telling you, y'all don't know because we don't put this on camera. Y'all don't know this. And then all y'all know is, well, people talking to us. What's going on? What's going on? I'm like, don't worry, they got us. You know what I'm talking about. And it just never sat right with me. Still don't sit right with me in my spirit. It still don't sit right with me in my spirit on stuff.
They better text me. Even though I already got the email.
Yes, I know. And I'm watching this weekend. Once I do what I have to do this weekend, I'm going to watch it. But, it's just like, yes, okay. So once somebody tell you, for me, when it was like, yeah, they didn't want you anyway, that fucked me up a little bit. Because it's like, you're supposed to be my friend. And if you're my friend, you're supposed to tell us, not 3 years later, you're supposed to tell me when it happened, to boost my morale and say, you know what, that's all right. One person turned you down, but we got you. And we seen something special in you. Then when you got people saying, what is going on? Like, you turn us down, and what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? It's just fucked up a lot of stuff, and I was fucked up for a minute. And I'm just glad that Mikkel just was like, no, bitch, we are going to do this. We just doing it, but it just made me happy that it's like, for some people, y'all know that, I edit and everything. But for me, it's just like, I'm just so happy that Mikkel just like, bitch, move, do something, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, so we sitting here talking, and I'm like, we got all these fucking resources. All these resources that we had. All these people that came into our life and said, come on. And I said, no. And I was like, oh my God. Yes, Mikkel. Yes, I'm in. Yes, I'm in. Like, oh my God, it's fucking working, man. So, if y'all see how, yes. So if y'all see how we done been somewhere, I don't want y'all to sit in 7 years. I mean, we've been working hard. Somebody got to do it to push other people. That's why I tell y'all, don't ever end your life over something temporary. Like, y'all be thinking, oh, it's never going to happen. Oh, my family this. Oh, my family that. Oh, this is. No. You go through things to help other people to make it easier, make the path easier for them. Ain't nobody giving, first of all, you black. Second of all, you gay. Ain't nobody giving you that. And that's just, hey, girl, and yes, and this thing. No. That ain't me. And you ain't getting that out of me. You ain't paying me enough. Bitch, YouTube ain't even paying me enough. No shade.
Nobody paying me enough.
Well,
that's not me.
Well, I mean, when I'm with my girlfriends, I'll cut up, but not for cameras. No, you won't get that out of me because that's the thing about this, that people have about black gay people, that everything is yes and girl and whatever. No, it's not all like that. Because you know what? There's gay men that probably you sleeping with and you don't even know. And I'm just saying that. So anyway, I'm just happy that, that we are finally getting things rolling, and I'm happy that this is going to be the year where I work my hardest. Because not only we got this Scooby Show Live that is going to work, we got the YouTubers thing that's going to work too. And shout out to Candy, because I told Candy, I said, Candy, you had to handle this because I've done the Scooby Show barbecue for 3 years and it's stressful for me. And I don't like doing it. I don't like fighting with Mikkel, and I don't like look at this bitch. I don't like it. We gotta work, then we got to go shopping. I don't like all of that. It's stressful. People don't understand how stressful it is. It's very stressful. It's stressful to the point where I've done something where I thought I would never do, and I still do it. It's that stressful, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to beat this. It's that stressful. And I'll tell y'all, in the book one day. But yes, it's very stressful. So, no, not that kind of thing. Not yet. It got to be real bad. And I ain't doing that unless it's the best. From the best, baby. But, yeah, so, well, I'm saying this. Because I'm good at what I do. I'm very good. No, but yeah. But I'm very good at what I do. But, you might get an offer. Stop it. You might get an offer. You gotta keep that. Fuck. They're gonna pay. So yeah, you gotta believe in this one. Fuck no. I'm not.
Pass on to me.
No, but no, because I'm gonna have my testimony. I always know I have testimony. I'm gonna have testimony. And I'm done. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for everybody that rock for us, because it's gonna work. I don't know what else to say. It's just gonna fucking pop. And all I know is your ass better be in the building when it happens at the end of June. You better be there because it's going to be the bomb. And it's going to be professionally done. And we got so many people that's saying, yes, finally, oh my God, yes. So I'm so happy. And that's it. I got to pay. I might just get up and start shouting. Well, at the event, you know what? No, not at the event. I'm doing it right now. Not right now. Say that. But when you're in the front row. I shout anyway. I'm sick. I got to go. Y'all will be watching this video tomorrow, even though it's recorded on Friday. Y'all be watching this tomorrow. We'll see y'all heavy March. Don't forget, set those clocks back an hour next weekend. I'm just letting y'all know now because it's coming. Daylight saving time is coming. You know that? I already seen that. Bitch, okay, I haven't seen that going back. Okay? The sun may come up too early.
And also, for those of you House of Cards fans, it is finally on Netflix. And if you aren't a House of Cards fan and you want to become one like the rest of us, you have to start with season 1. You cannot just jump into season 3 because you will not know what's going on.
Let's give them. But you want to binge watch? Because I think we could talk about it, but I don't want to watch it back to back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it back to back because it's only 13 episodes.
Let's get them 2 weeks to catch up. Okay. And then we can review it and then talk about what we think will happen. But this what y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna do. This what y'all not gonna do. When we do the review, y'all not going to spoil it for everybody. And I think I'm not gonna read the comments because I know that's what these girls want to do. Oh, you wrong because that's gonna happen. Fuck y'all. No. Because my sister do it all the time. Okay. Fuck. What other one be here? I had to shake that out. But yeah. Because I hate when people spoil it. Just watch. Oh my God, it's going to happen. But then again, you got some people that like to write you, not just in the YouTube comments, they like to go to your Instagram and write long paragraphs. I don't respond to those. I say, just leave it on YouTube. Come on. Leave it on YouTube. Don't. Did you see one of the DMs that was real fine? I know you see the I'm sure. When he had the what? What's the show? Recently, I like my phone. Joe, he's talking about yes. Well, yeah. I mean, he's hit each other before. I've never hit him up. He could be a model. He's a model. He's a nice guy. So yeah, we're gonna talk about House of Cards, but you can't spoil it for nobody. Don't do that. How about I'll just post a video and we're gonna talk about it. That'll be like a special day where y'all can watch our House of Cards review. We'll give y'all 2 weeks to catch up if you didn't watch season 1. It's only 13 fucking episodes. You can binge watch this weekend. We're gonna go. We'll give you guys more information about the YouTubers meet and greet in September. I think we're about to lock in that date, and we'll let you know about our live show, which is coming to New York City. we'll let you guys know, and then you guys can get your tickets for that. And let me just tell y'all, I'm so happy and I'm so excited that we're pushing forward. And that's all I'm gonna say. I said I got a lot off my heart, and I'm glad I shared it with y'all. And I'm ready to hit this motherfucking club. And I'm gonna be all later. Shout out. Who almost got you? No, not this video. Don't forget this video. Almost got you.